Okay, here's another view of the chord shapes for Blackbird by Paul McCartney. So here you go. Try to hold it up so you could check it out from different angles. All I have is my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and my middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the A string. And all I'm doing is pinching my thumb against my pointer finger. The next chord is pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And I'm doing the same action with my other hand. Next chord, pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And again, I'm pinching from the B string down to the A string, like so. Okay, for the introduction anyway, the next chord is this G all the way up at the 10th fret. Okay, so I got my, on the A string on the 10th fret is the pointer finger, and the ring finger is on the 12th fret of the B string, and I'm just pinching these strings. That was the introduction. The first verse, first 4 chords are exactly a repeat of the introduction. So I'm going to move on from there. So after you're finished with this, it goes down to here. Okay, so the pointer finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string, and the pinky is on the 5th fret of the B string. And again, I'm just pinching from the A string to the B string. Next chord is middle finger on the 4th fret of the A string, pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And all I'm doing is pinching those 2 strings. Next chord. Okay, pointer finger on the 5th fret of the A string, pinky on the 7th fret of the B string, and I'm just pinching those 2 strings. Next is middle finger on the 6th fret of the A string, and your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the high E string, and I'm just pinching those 2 strings. Next one is pointer finger on the A string on the 7th fret, and your ring finger on the 8th fret of the B string. And on this one you can go have a little leeway. You could actually pinch all the strings together. When I mean all, I mean the A through the B. Okay, next chord going down, you leave your ring finger where it is and just move the pointer finger to the 6th fret of the A string. And pinch. Next chord is 5th fret, pointer finger, A string, pinky on the, or you could use your ring finger on the 7th fret of the B string. Then comes middle finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and your pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. Just pinch the 2. Okay, then comes point the finger on the A string 3rd fret, a pinky, or if you could reach it with your ring finger, either one, on the 5th fret of the B string, and you could pluck more than just those strings. Okay, next chord, just move this one down, leave your pointer finger alone, and you're going to move your ring finger to the 4th fret of the B string. Okay, then comes our G friend, but you're not going to use the bass string. You're just going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and just pinch all 4 strings. Not the low E and not the high E, just the A through the B. Okay, then comes just whatever finger works for you. I use this finger, middle finger, on the 2nd fret of the B string, and I'm pinching 4 strings, the A through the B. The next one, your pointer finger goes on the 1st fret of the B string, and you're going to pinch 3 strings, the D, the G, and the B string. And then back to that home place, which is here. Okay, which we've discussed already. Then it goes back to the C. So again, pointer finger, 3rd fret, A string, pinky, 5th fret, B string, and you could pinch all the strings. I'm muting the D string, so I'm actually pinching the A string, the G string, and the B string. Okay, then back to a form of a G chord where your pointer finger is on the A string 2nd fret, your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string, and just pinch the A, the D, the G, and the B string. Okay, once again, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, and I'm going to pinch A, D, G, and B strings. Okay, and then this again repeats. Put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and you're going to pinch the D string, the G string, and the B string. And back to this G, where your ring finger is on the bass note, 3rd fret of the low E string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and you're just going to pinch from the low E to the B. Now, the second verse, the chords are exactly the same, okay? But after it comes down from then there's a change up that we haven't done yet. 10th fret pinky on the B string, and 8th fret pointer finger. Pinch just the 2 strings. Then ring finger, 8th fret B string, pointer finger, 7th fret A string. You can pluck 3. The B string, the G string, and the A string. Next one is 5th fret, pointer finger, oh boy, pointer finger, A string, and then your ring finger is on the 6th fret of the B string. And sometimes I think it sounds nice you could pluck all three strings, the B string, the G string, and the A string. Then we move to here, point the finger, 3rd fret of the A string, pinky, 5th fret B string, and you can just mute the D string and pluck the A string, the G string, and the E string. Next one goes down to here. Point the fingers on the 1st fret of the A string, and your pinky is on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you could pluck or squeeze all 4 strings. Then you're going to slide this unit right back to here. Alright, I already told you how to do this format. Okay, then there's a repeat. It goes back up to here. I explained this already. Explain this. Explain this. Explain this. This is a repeat. Okay, now there's a little change up. You could pluck you could pinch 4 strings with your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. Okay, the next one, don't kid yourself, this isn't easy to explain. Okay, the next chord is the D string open, the G string open, and you point the finger on the 1st fret of the B string. You could pluck all 3 strings. And then back to our friend, the G chord, where you're plucking the low E string, the A string, and everything else up to the B string. Okay, now this chord launches us back onto, again, open A, open D, open G, and you point the finger on the B string. Then point the finger, 2nd fret A, ring finger, 3rd fret B string, and you could pinch all 4 strings. And then we go up to here again. This I already explained, so I'm going to move on. Now we go to here. Previously explained. Previously explained. Etc. Now, there's nothing new going through the rest of the song. Everything is a repetition of what you've already seen. So basically you have, again, have this chord, and you have this chord,